So Sergeant Rupert Freer here on the Army website. I'm just going to go and talk to some guys that are on Horse Guards Parade with some tanks and find out a little bit more about what they're doing here. So here we are. Hi guys.
Hi there. Afternoon.
Okay, so if you'd like to introduce yourselves and what your job here is.
My name is Captain Will Hall. I'm the commander of this Challenger 2. And my role is to coordinate the efforts of the driver, gunner and operator, and to communicate with other vehicles and organisations.
Yourself?
Yeah, I'm Lance Corporal Smith. I'm the operator on this vehicle. So I load the gun, maintain the radios, and also make the brews and generally look after the crew.
Good stuff.
I'm Lance Corporal Scott. I'm the gunner. My job's to scan the battlefield and destroy enemy targets.
Okay, and you?
I'm Trooper Viradana. My job is choose the best route and maintain bottom half.
So you're the driver?
Yes.
So what do you do? I mean, first up, how old are you to drive this huge tank?
I'm 27.
27?
Yeah.
Oh, you look younger. Obviously, had an easy paper round. And yourself, so you fire the guns. How long have you been doing that for?
3 years now I've been firing the gun for, yeah.
So 3 years. So what's it like for sort of ranges and stuff? I bet it's quite good fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure for a gunner because it seems to be all down to you pretty much. Apart from the commander does help you look for targets, but it's pretty much your job to shoot the target at the end.
So what kind of things do you shoot at when you're training?
It's just cutouts of tanks, so we have
Okay.
like T3s and stuff like that.
And what kind of damage will this deliver?
A lot. A lot, yeah. Pretty much destroy anything it hits. It depends. If you're firing Hesh, it will just decimate things.
Okay. And yourself, so you say you make the brews. I'm sure there's much more to it than that.
Yeah, no, because the kettle base is on my side of the tank, so there's no way they can get to it. So I make the brew, so I control the supply of caffeine to the crew.
And I'm sure there's more to it than that. So what else?
Yeah,
do you
so I
do?
load the gun. So I keep the gun going basically. So the faster I can load, the faster we can fire, the faster we can destroy targets. Also maintain the radios because they're on my side as well, so the commander can communicate with the squadron and higher as well.
So definitely more than just making the brews.
Well, yeah, I like to think so.
Okay, so and you're the commander, so you're responsible for all these men.
And essentially my role is to communicate with each and every one of them in varied situations. So I will assist the driver with picking his route because I've got a greater vision than what he has in his periscopes. I'll assist the gunner with scanning using my own sights, and I'll also direct the operator as to what natures of ammunition he fires or selects to fire. Okay,
so is it only this one man here that can drive it, or can you all do different jobs?
Yeah, we're qualified to do different jobs. I'm a full crew, so I can do his job, my own job as a gunner, and I can load the gun as well.
Yeah, same as well. Quite a senior crewman, so I can do all the jobs of the rest of the crew in case anything happens or the crew changes out. And I can also command a vehicle non-tactically if the commander needs so.
Okay, and I've noticed that you've had lots of people around today coming to look at all the tanks and stuff like that. Have you had lots of engagement?
Yeah, it's been really good actually. A lot of questions from the public. Obviously, we do this day in, day out, so we know the vehicle quite well, and they're asking questions that we've never heard before. So, especially with the other tank here.
Yeah, I was going to say about that. So this tank here is a First World War tank.
Yes.
What's the difference between that and the Challenger 2?
Well, for starter, the gun on this is stabilised. The gun on that, the gunner would have to manually pull up and down the gun to stay on target and destroy his targets, basically.
Okay, and I noticed as well the tracking on here has got sort of rubber on it and sort of doesn't go all the way around the tank. Is that much more reliable?
So the track that you see on the Mark IV there is a first generation track. Obviously, through years of kind of technological advancements and research, you've kind of found that this type of track has been proven to enhance the way the tank moves over cross country and different terrain.
And the speed. I mean, what's the difference in speed with these two vehicles? Are they both quick?
No, that's slow. That's designed to
2.7 miles per hour.
Infantry pace, basically, to stay with the infantry and support them. This is designed to exploit the battlefield, basically, get into places quickly and
37
hold
miles
them.
per hour. That way.
Wow. So the armour as well. I mean, are you better armoured in this one than that one? I mean.
Yeah, significantly. As you can see from the Mark IV, it's a lot of sheet armour, whereas the Challenger 2 has got its chom armour and also the kind of explosive reactive armour that we can bolt onto the side of this.
Okay, and what do you think was going through the minds? I mean, obviously you're in that, and I imagine that being in a tank, you feel, you know, I know you've got a lot of armour and you've got a lot of weaponage. You still feel a bit like a sitting duck. You're a big target. How do you think it felt for the guys that first started going out, going over the front and the top in that tank?
Well, me personally, I don't feel like a sitting duck, because the way we move on the battlefields, we choose the best grounds. You won't see us. You might hear us, but you won't see us coming. With that, obviously, it's a big old target, but I think the enemy didn't know what they were when they first appeared. So I think you feel pretty confident in your vehicle, just like we do today. But I mean, a lot hotter, a lot sweatier in there than it is in there, because you've got air conditioning, and there's double the amount of crew as well. So you've got eight men in that small space, and we've only got 4 in there. It's quite comfortable.
Crew
to be honest.
comfort.
Yeah.
As well,
Have you been inside that one?
Well, we went down to the tank museum a couple of months ago and had a little look inside, and it is cramped for 8 men.
And so, how long do you get to spend in your tank?
Most of the day really on batters we spent
32 days.
Yeah, 32 days.
32 days on exercise.
Yeah.
32 days
Obviously
living in a
stopping for
tank.
maintenance,
Yeah.
but I mean, you could be up to 24 hours. I mean, I've done 24 hours in the turret
Yeah.
before.
How's it smelling there when it's been locked down for a while?
It smells good, because we do maintain a good standard of hygiene in there.
Good stuff. Well, thanks, lads. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you very much.
Thank you
Cheers,
very
thank you
much.
very much.